It was a Monday, and everyone had gone out of the house. That was when it happened. I saw Ngozi on top of my husband, doing the unthinkable. At first, I thought they were making out, but I was wrong. While my husband lay there, supposedly asleep, Ngozi was mumbling strange words over his head. She held some kind of white substance that looked like chalk in her hands and was using it to draw marks across his face. At intervals, she would blow some of the powder into the air, and each time, she smiled brightly, like someone who had just won a lottery. My body froze, fear gripping my chest. I didn't even want to know what she was doing, nor wait for her to finish, so I shouted at her to leave the place immediately. At the sound of my voice, my husband suddenly woke up, startled. Ngozi burst into tears almost at once, her sobs sharp and piercing. "Ngozi, what is it? Honey, what happened?" I heard someone shouting, my husband asked in confusion, his eyes darting between us. Without a word, Ngozi simply raised her finger and pointed at me. My husband turned to face me, and the fire I saw in his eyes was terrifying. My heart began to race. I took a few steps backwards, hoping to create space and explain myself, but it was already too late. My opinion didn't matter. My husband didn't want to hear anything or even try to make sense of what had just happened. He walked up to me and landed a hot slap that almost deafened me. I fell to the ground in pain and wept bitterly. My husband ignored me completely and rushed after Ngozi, because she was all he cared about, petting her and wiping her tears. He didn't even ask if I was okay. "Because of what you did today, you and your useless children won't eat," my husband spat before storming out with Ngozi. My stomach twisted painfully. My husband knew very well that Ngozi wasn't my child, neither his. I had picked her from the riverside. Yet it was our biological children who were going to starve for no reason. I cried and went after him, begging him to reconsider, but all my pleas fell on deaf ears. That entire day, my children and I went without food. He refused to give me a single coin, but returned later with food from a restaurant, only for himself and Ngozi. That evening, after they finished eating, he called me to clean the table. I did as he asked, quietly swallowing my pain. But just as I turned to leave, I heard something that froze me in my tracks. Top continued on Drop Reactions to unlock next episodes.